What if the car sitting in your driveway, the one you trust with your family, your commute, your money, is engineered to fail? What if the reliable advice your dealership gives you is actually the reason your repair bills keep getting higher and your vehicle keeps dying earlier than it should? Because today, we're exposing 6 car brands you should never buy, and the reasons go far beyond bad reputation. These brands rely on lifetime fluids that aren't really lifetime, transmissions with a documented failure pattern, engines with built-in weak points, and maintenance myths that dealers push because it keeps you coming back, not because it keeps the car alive. You're about to discover 6 expensive mistakes that millions of drivers unknowingly make, along with the engineering data, case studies, and insider evidence these companies hope you never see. And if you avoid these mistakes, you can save thousands of dollars, add years of life to any car, and even push a high-mileage engine toward 400,000 miles the right way. So before you ever buy another vehicle, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the money you save from today's video might be more than your last 3 car payments. Let's uncover the truth, starting with a brand whose luxury reputation hides one of the biggest mechanical traps on the road. Brand number 1. Land Rover/Range Rover. Most people think Range Rovers are premium vehicles, which means the engineering must be bulletproof and maintenance minimal. You've probably been told by the dealership that the transmission fluid is lifetime fill, implying no service is needed until catastrophic failure. Your owner's manual backs this up, suggesting you'll never need to touch the ATF. But here's the dirty secret. ZF, the company that actually manufactures the transmission in your Range Rover, contradicts Land Rover's guidance. They recommend fluid changes at 50,000 to 75,000 miles, not lifetime. The truth is, ignoring ATF wear leads to overheating, clutch slip, and valve body failures. These problems are extremely common on Range Rover and Discovery models, and they're entirely preventable. Here's the kicker. According to What Car's 2025 reliability study, 27% of Discovery Sports had electrical, drivetrain, or suspension failures. The average 10-year repair cost sits at $18,000 to $22,000, the highest in the luxury SUV category. Air suspension failure rate is estimated at 1 in 4 vehicles by 100,000 miles. And let's be real, when that air suspension goes, you're looking at a repair bill that'll make your stomach turn. The simple fix is to replace ATF every 50,000 miles using ZF LifeGuard fluid. And if you want to cut lifetime repair costs by 70%, replace that air suspension with coil conversion kits. This simple habit extends gearbox life by up to 60% and reduces valve body failure risk by 40%. It prevents premature torque converter burnup that can leave you stranded. Bottom line, ignoring ATF changes will cost you $4,500 to $7,800 for a transmission replacement. Doing the ATF changes? $300 to $450 every 50,000 miles. This affects Range Rover Sport, Velar, Discovery, and Evoque models, especially 2013 to 2020 builds. And if you think a failing transmission is bad, wait until you see the American SUV brand with a documented history of brand new cars losing drive mid-traffic. Brand number 2. Jeep. You've probably been told Jeep means rugged reliability. The Wrangler's tough guy image and trail-rated badges make buyers assume these vehicles can handle anything. Dealers tell you the Wrangler and Cherokee transmissions don't need servicing, that they're built to survive extreme conditions without maintenance. But here's what they don't tell you. Jeep ranks dead last in Consumer Reports' 2026 reliability rating, number 29 out of 29 brands. Models like the Cherokee suffer early 9-speed automatic failures due to poor shift logic, overheating, and lubrication breakdown. The truth is, these transmissions are ticking time bombs. According to our research, the 2014 Cherokee alone generated 118 transmission complaints, with failures occurring as early as 17,000 miles. A 2025 NHTSA recall affected 63,000 plus Cherokees that can lose power due to the power transfer unit disengaging while you're driving. And in 2024, Jeep recalled 320,000 plus 4xe hybrids for battery fires. These aren't minor issues, these are safety hazards. Here's what the pros actually do. They avoid Jeep altogether when buying used vehicles over 60,000 miles. If you currently own one, change ATF every 40,000 miles and install an auxiliary transmission cooler. This reduces failure likelihood by 50 to 60% and prevents the common overheating cycles that kill these transmissions. You'll save yourself from a full Jeep transmission replacement costing $3,800 to $5,500, preventive ATF changes and a cooler, $500 to $800. This affects the Jeep Cherokee, Wrangler JL, Compass, Patriot, and Renegade. All of them share similar transmission problems, but as unreliable as Jeep is, it's nothing compared to the European compact that Consumer Reports once called the worst car we've ever tested. Brand number 3, Fiat 500/500L. Most people think tiny cars equal tiny repair costs. The Fiat 500 looks cute, gets decent fuel economy, and seems like a budget-friendly option. Dealers claim the Fiat's dual-clutch transmission is self-adjusting and doesn't need early service, that it'll figure itself out over time. And let's be real, that couldn't be further from the truth. Fiat has ranked in the bottom 3 for reliability for an entire decade. The 500L's Manumatic DCT suffers early clutch wear and ECU calibration failures. These aren't occasional problems, they're widespread failures affecting a massive percentage of owners. Consumer Reports called the 500L one of the worst cars we've ever evaluated. The DCT failure rate spikes after 55,000 to 65,000 miles. Electrical failures, body control module, door modules, infotainment average $1,200 to $2,400 per incident. One subscriber told us they spent more on electrical repairs than their car's current market value. That's unacceptable. Instead, you should avoid Fiat entirely for long-term ownership. If you currently own one, shorter 5,000-mile oil intervals and early DCT fluid changes are your only hope. This reduces multi-air actuator failure risk by 40% and extends DCT lifespan by 20 to 30%. But here's the thing, you're just delaying the inevitable with these cars. A DCT replacement will cost you $3,800 to $4,600. Early maintenance runs about $300 per year. This affects the Fiat 500, 500L, and 500X, all share the same problematic platform. These vehicles are money pits that depreciate faster than you can say Italian engineering. But if that shocked you, wait until you see what Fiat's nightmare transmissions look like compared to the next brand, the king of catastrophic CVT failures. If you're finding this information valuable, hit that like button to help other car owners discover these truths. Brand number 4, Nissan CVT models. Dealers insist Nissan's CVTs are maintenance-free and designed to last the life of the vehicle. You've been told the continuously variable transmission is advanced technology that doesn't need the same care as traditional automatics. Your owner's manual suggests minimal intervention, and salespeople tout the smooth, efficient performance. But here's the dirty secret. Nissan has faced multiple class action lawsuits for CVT failures. The truth is, these CVTs overheat, lose hydraulic pressure, and suffer belt slip, leading to sudden power loss on the highway. What they don't tell you is that Nissan knew about these problems for years and continued selling vehicles with defective transmissions. According to expert testimony in these lawsuits, CVT failure often occurs between 60,000 and 90,000 miles. Replacement cost runs $3,200 to $5,000. Lawsuit filings document premature failure rates exceeding 20% for certain model years. One case study showed a 2017 Altima owner experiencing total CVT failure at 68,000 miles, just outside the warranty period. Coincidence? I don't think so. The simple fix is to avoid all Nissan CVT models on the used market. If you're forced to own one, change NS2 or NS3 CVT fluid every 30,000 to 40,000 miles, and add an aftermarket cooler. This reduces failure risk by 50% and improves belt lubrication and cooling. It's not a guarantee, but it's your best shot at avoiding a stranded on the highway scenario. Preventive service costs $200 to $350. A new CVT averages $4,000. This affects the Rogue, Altima, Sentra, Versa, and Pathfinder, with 2013 to 2019 being the worst years. If you're shopping for a used Nissan with a CVT, walk away. Your wallet will thank you. And if Nissan's CVT problems seem bad, the next brand hides its problems behind a luxury badge and punishes owners with shocking long-term costs. Brand number 5, BMW. You've probably been told BMW represents the ultimate driving machine with low maintenance requirements. BMW's marketing pushes long-life fluids and 10,000 to 15,000 mile oil change intervals. Dealers assure buyers these vehicles are engineered to modern standards that reduce service needs. It all sounds great on paper, but here's what they don't tell you. BMW engines shear oil aggressively, breaking down the protective additives much faster than competitors. Their cooling systems, pumps, thermostats, hoses regularly fail by 80,000 to 120,000 miles. The truth is, BMW's extended service intervals were designed to reduce warranty costs, not extend engine life. Here's the data that'll wake you up. Oil analysis labs show BMW oil viscosity drops 20 to 30% faster than Toyota or Honda engines. A cooling system overhaul costs $1,500 to $2,800. Oil leaks from valve covers and filter housings run $700 to $1,200 per repair. Direct injection carbon buildup reduces airflow by up to 30%, killing performance and fuel economy. Instead, you should follow a 5,000-mile oil change interval, replace ATF every 50,000 miles, and refresh the cooling system every 80,000 miles. Here's what the pros actually do. They treat BMWs like high-performance machines that need proper care, not like low-maintenance appliances. This simple habit reduces carbon buildup by 60% and extends turbo life significantly. You'll avoid the nightmare of a $3,000 carbon cleaning service or a $5,000 turbo replacement. Bottom line, ignoring BMW's real maintenance needs will cost you $8,000 to $15,000 over 7 years. A preventive schedule runs $1,200 to $2,000 per year, but you'll actually own a reliable vehicle. This affects the 3 Series F30, 5 Series, X3, X5, and X7, basically any modern BMW with a turbocharged engine. These vehicles can be great, but only if you're willing to do the maintenance they actually need, not what the manual says. But if you think BMW repairs are expensive, wait until you see the EV brand whose single out-of-warranty failure can exceed the entire value of the car. Subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more money-saving automotive insights. Brand number 6, Tesla. Most people think electric vehicles are maintenance-free. Tesla fans claim EVs never break, have no moving parts, and last forever because there's no oil. You've been told by Tesla enthusiasts that electric motors are inherently more reliable than combustion engines, and that batteries last hundreds of thousands of miles without degradation. And let's be real, that's marketing nonsense. EVs actually have 42 to 79% more reported problems than gas cars according to Consumer Reports 2024 data. Tesla is consistently among the bottom 3 brands for reliability. The truth is, EVs have different problems, not fewer problems. According to our research, high-voltage battery replacement costs $12,000 to $18,000. MCU and eMMC memory failures are common on older Model S and Model X vehicles. The Cybertruck has faced recalls for accelerators, wipers, and cameras, and it's barely been on the market. Suspension arms on Model 3 and Model Y are prone to premature cracking, creating dangerous handling situations. Here's what you need to know. Avoid high-mileage Teslas that are out of warranty. For current owners, perform cooling system service, brake lubrication, and battery health monitoring. This reduces battery thermal stress and delays degradation. But here's the kicker. A used Model S might be worth $15,000 to $20,000, while battery replacement can cost up to $22,500. You could literally exceed the car's value with one repair. The cost comparison is brutal. Preventive maintenance might save you in the short term, but the long-term ownership costs are astronomical compared to conventional vehicles. This affects Model S, Model 3, Model Y, and especially Cybertruck builds from 2023 to 2025, which have been recall-prone disasters. The bottom line is this: EVs aren't the maintenance-free miracle they're marketed as. They're expensive to repair, depreciate rapidly, and leave you vulnerable to catastrophic out-of-warranty failures. If you avoid these 6 brands, and especially the myths that destroy their reliability, you'll instantly put yourself ahead of millions of drivers who unknowingly follow dealership advice that shortens vehicle life and drains their wallet. What you learned today can save you thousands of dollars, prevent catastrophic failures, and keep any car running longer than manufacturers ever expected. Stick around because our next video exposes 10 maintenance myths that destroy engine life, including the one that has cost American drivers over $1.2 billion in preventable repairs. If you found this eye-opening, share it so more people don't fall into these traps. Hit like if you found this breakdown useful and subscribe to the channel now. I'll continue to guide you through the real facts of car maintenance, saving you thousands.